Our challenges are both research and policy. Even if we do great research, but nobody else knows about it, or other folks who are important are not convinced of it, it doesn't really do much good. So doing research in a vacuum doesn't move us forward very fast or very well. And we have to figure out how to take good research and put it into the hands of people who can use that to actually change the way we do things. Well, the fact is we do really know quite a lot, and we have produced some really fine research in the area of education, but we've done a bad job of making that publicly known. I believe the areas of social inequality that results in educational inequality is an area that we desperately must deal with if we are going to enter into this next century more successfully as a nation. And embedded in that are the issues of multilingualism and our acknowledgement of its importance and how we address it. The serious underserved issues are those that have to do with the social context in which young people are growing and developing. I fear that for too long we have been sending a message that schools can solve this. You know, give us more resources or give us more of a platform and we can solve these problems. I don't think schools can solve these problems by themselves, because I think we have deeply embedded social divisions that make it extremely challenging for schools under the best of circumstances to meet the needs of children who come to us as immigrants, as low income, as marginalized individuals in the society. And I think that we need to figure out ways to educate whole children, meaning children as they exist in their communities, as they exist in their homes, in addition to as they exist in the schools. So I see that as a fundamental change we need to make in terms of thinking about how we educate children. Virtually all of the population growth that we are experiencing in the United States is coming as a result of immigration over the last couple of decades. And so what that means is that our population is changing dramatically. The children in our schools are changing dramatically. Within that immigration is a majority of young people who come from homes in which English is not the primary language that they're speaking. But we also know from our research, good research, high quality, high standard research, that having more than one language is a net asset in virtually every area, cognitively, personally, and now economically. But we stay stuck in this notion that, well, we really don't know about that. We really don't know about how to educate these children who come to us with other languages. We really don't know whether that's important to do that. Probably not, because we're an English-speaking nation. Well, those issues have basically been put to rest, I mean, by the research. But the public doesn't know that, and policymakers seem not to know that. So that's one example of, I think, a number in which we know a lot more than we act on. So we've got to figure out how to take the research into policy, into implementation.